Donnie Darko. Then Bubble Bobble was after Donnie Darko. It's still 2001. Yeah, The Good Girl, where he plays a Walmart worker that has sex
All
with Jennifer
right, Jennifer
Aniston.
Aniston. Yep.
Yeah. Day
I
After
remember.
Tomorrow.
Hold on, The Good Girl. I remember that was probably what, like 2003, 2002, 2004. I remember that
One,
being on
two.
HBO,
Sorry. Yeah.
and that was like a spicy movie for me
Hmm.
at the time. I was like,
Oh
oh,
yeah. Well, the big thing, the big sell of that Good Girl movie was that Jennifer Aniston shows her tits. That was like the thing of that movie. I remember distinctly, and not really. Like it's very
no,
dark when they have
yeah,
sex. No, you
yeah,
don't see
yeah.
it at all. So it's just
Does he die in that movie?
I
Does something
honestly don't
bad happen to
remember.
his character or her character?
Wasn't she married and then he's like a young kid at the supermarket that she works
Yeah, they're both
at, and then
workers at a supermarket, but I feel like something bad happens. I feel like maybe
uh,
he dies and she has to like deal with it. I could be
I don't
merging
remember.
this with what was the first Todd Field movie?
Mm, mm, no, not
Not
happiness.
Cider House Rules. That's Ang Lee, right? Oh no,
The Good Girl was written by Mike White, by the way. That's just
really?
yeah, I just learned that right now.
Oh,
Yeah, because his face is on the screen here when I
mhm.
search for a Good Girl, and he wrote that. Weird.
Good for him, I guess.
He's it's weird to see like he's got such an interesting filmography when it comes to like stuff he's written. Because you have shit like this, or you have Nacho Libre, or
Mhm.
the Emoji Movie. And then you have things like the White Lotus, which is the opposite of the Emoji Movie. And
Well, the Emoji Movie, that's not his concept. He was brought in at the last minute to do touch ups on the script. And if you do
okay.
a certain amount of editing or rewriting, they are forced to
Mm,
give you a writer credit. That's how that
okay.
works.
Well, Pitch Perfect and Despicable Me 4 he wrote.
I think that's all
S-
the same situation
That's
where
the
it's
same
just,
thing.
yeah, you get a phone call and it's like, we'll give you $25,000, $50,000 if you can just do a touch up of the script.
Oh, Chuck and Buck. That sounds like something that you've mentioned in this show before.
Yeah, Chuck and Buck's pretty funny, pretty good movie.
Okay, so
Early aughts indie comedy. Um, yeah, he's gonna be. I think he's going to play Survivor again next week. I've been following all these
wait, what?
rumors, and they're like, "Oh, Elizabeth Hasselbeck from The View is going to be coming back to play Survivor." Mike White is apparently going to play Survivor next week
Was he in
again.
Survivor before?
Yeah,
Oh,
right
because
before White Lotus.
I remember Elizabeth Hasselbeck on the
Hmm.
show. Like that's when I was still kind of paying attention to the show. We're talking about what, like season 3 or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
very
Like
early, very very
very
early.
early. Yeah, I didn't know Mike White was in it.
Mike White
Doesn't look
played.
like the guy that would be in a Survivor
Well,
show.
no, he likes all the competition reality shows. He did 2 seasons of The Amazing Race, and
Oh,
then he is friends with the host of Survivor and got on a season that was probably
2000.
no. It's recent. It's pretty recent. It was like
Oh,
2018. He was on the show, and he made it to the finals and came in second place because he had a meltdown and was like, I don't actually need the $1 million. Maybe you should give it to this guy. And I think he was going to win. I think he was actually going to win the show. But then everybody was reminded, oh, yeah, he's very wealthy. And he just said he doesn't want the $1 million. Let's vote for this guy
mm,
instead. And the
yeah.
guy who won the season is now a Kentucky congressman or something who's like legislating lots of anti-trans, anti-LGBT, whatever
Mm,
stuff.
okay.
So
That was 2018.
2018, yes,
Yeah.
good
14
season.
episodes. Yeah.
But yeah,
Which one is
he's
that?
uh,
Hello. Ooh.
no, it's David versus Goliath.
Oh. You know, we are just to let the audience know we have an upcoming Survivor episode.
We do,
I
yes.
have no idea what I'm going to be
That's all right.
watching for
I think what we're gonna
that.
do is, I think here's what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through. We have a show lined up with Jack the Perfume Nationals. I also invited Mumkey to see if he wants to hop in for that. We're gonna go through. They're announcing the cast list for the 50th season on Wednesday morning of this upcoming week. And the plan currently is just to kind of go through them, and you'll be the outside perspective
Oh,
here. You'll be the person who has no read on them whatsoever, so you can just give your base take on
hell yeah.
appearance or whatever.
That sounds. I don't have to watch 3 seasons to Survivor.
I
I'm
don't
there.
think so. I think we can kind of get away with. I mean, three. I mean, it would be more like eight or nine of the worst seasons they've ever had in the history of the show is going to be mainly the focus of it. But no, I don't think you have to
Well,
do too much research.
well, no, especially the most recent ones, right? That have
Yeah,
been
that's
just
that's what we're getting
horrible.
into. So we did a
Yeah.
show with Jack back in what was it, 2021, when they were just
Oh, fuck! Has it been that long? It was in the middle of COVID. I
yeah.
remember because we were still doing Skype, right?
hmm And we were talking to him about the first 20 years of the show,
Yeah.
got into all of that. And then at the time, they were kicking off like the new revitalized version of Survivor, which is less days, like 18 players, 50% not white people. That was like, all right, this is the new era of Survivor. And everybody hates it. Everybody still hates it, but they're double, triple, quadrupling down on all of their policies. And we'll
How
see
many
if that changes for 50. It might not.
how many cripples in the new season?
I mean, how do you define a cripple? There was a
What do
girl
you
with
have?
autism on this last one, and she had so many meltdowns during challenges. There was a guy with a stutter, and you had to just wait for him to fucking get whatever he was saying out. And he was a total bore. It's just some 38-year-old Mexican guy with a stutter. Did nothing the whole season. Both these people made it to the end. So
Well, no, but the disability they need to show in a Survivor show is physical, not mental. Mental is not fun, but if someone has no leg,
oh well,
you
no, that
know.
would be that would be a joy to watch. That would be hilarious to
Exactly.
watch. Someone
Yeah.
crawling through different challenges.
Hey,
Oh,
this guy's a chicken nugget. He has no arms, no legs. Let's see how he survives. You know what I mean? So
mm,
that I prefer that than oh, these girls got BPD and she's upset at night because I don't know,
because she thinks about
dad.
her dad doing something
Yeah,
bad from
yeah.
28 years ago.
That's not fun. That's not good TV. But if I have someone that was just thrown in the ocean and they don't know what to do because all they're doing is just swimming in circles because they have no legs and arms, that's good TV.
Hell yeah. They should do a Special Olympics version of Survivor. That's what I think. Actually, you know what? They have had people who have been in the Special Olympics on Survivor who've been
Mhm.
missing legs, but that's it. You got two or three people who are missing a leg. That's it in terms of any sort of like physical disability off the top of my head. Because those people are like fine, they learn how to navigate that decent
Y-
enough.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer that than what's the disability? Fucking gay? Gay and bipolar and it's just like I don't like why is that?
Mm, I
That's
don't
not
know.
good TV. I don't want to see someone being emotional in the middle of, Guatemala jungle or whatever. You know what I mean?
Damn,
Like
I
it's
wish it was
just
Guatemala. That'd be so nice. That'd be so cool.
what was the
But
last one?
it's all Fiji. It's always just Fiji.
Oh,
They cut too much from the budget. They can't afford to do new locations, so it's just been Fiji for like
oh.
15 years or some shit. I don't know. Sucks. I
So
hate. I almost hate the show now. I really almost hate the show. And
so if you want to get the real Survivor experience, you're gonna have to watch Naked and Afraid now.
I guess so. I guess that's the only way to do that is you tune into that show. Is that show even on? I thought I saw an advertisement for it recently.
I mean, they have like two uh shows that are related to the show, but it's not the show, I think. Or it's just like, oh, it's Naked and Afraid and extra something on the title. They're already milking.
XXL.
They're already milking the franchise like that, or
What would
it's
Naked and
like
Afraid XXL be? Would that be obese people or people with large genitalia, large bosoms, a big
wouldn't
old caked up ass?
wouldn't you watch that though? Like I
Would you
feel like
watch Naked and Afraid, big old
yes.
caked up ass edition?
I would if TLC was brave enough to grab those two girls that have like a fat forehead. You know what I'm talking about? The two twins that have like fat on their forehead and threw them in an island and have them survive for a week. Yes.